Maya's EOC Review Terms 101 to 120 by Alexis Cavalier and Noah Mainza. Booker T. Washington was an educator and civil rights activist. He founded the Tuskegee Normal and Industrial Institute in Alabama. He was also a political advisor and writer. Marcus Garvey was also a civil rights activist. Garvey advanced a Pan-African philosophy which inspired a global mass movement known as Garveyism. The Harlem Renaissance was a literary and artistic movement celebrating African American culture led by well-educated middle-class African Americans. Fundamentalism was an idea that everything in the Bible should be taken literally. The 19th Amendment granted women the right to vote. It was passed in 1919. Women's International League for Peace and Freedom formed in 1915 as the Women's Peace Party, which it was renamed to in 1919 after World War I. Washington Naval Conference was direct negotiations with several major powers to promote world peace. U.S. proposed partial disarmament, reducing the number of weapons. The Four-Power Treaty was an agreement between U.S., Britain, France, and Japan to respect each other's territories in the Pacific. Agreement was worked out at the same time as the Washington Naval Conference. The Kellogg-Briand Pact was in 1927. 15 nations pledged to not use war as an instrument of policy. Roaring Twenties in Florida was early 1920s. 300,000 Americans moved to Florida. Land boom dominated the Florida economy. Installment plans were where people in the 1920s started paying for things with credit and racked up a huge debt. They were mostly paid off in installments with interest charges. Speculation boom. People began buying stocks to make quick profits, ignoring the risks. Stock market continued to spiral upward based on inflated stock prices. The bull market was a stock market with steadily increasing stock prices. Black Tuesday was October 29, 1929. The stock market crashed. Starts a chain reaction that leads to the Great Depression. Smoot-Hawley tariff was passed by the Congress on 1930. Cut U.S. trade in half. The Dust Bowl was the hardest hit of the areas of a series of droughts in the 1930s. Droughts dried crops and turned the sail into dust. Windstorms carried the dust hundreds of miles. Bonus expeditionary force. After the bill was voted down, about 2,000 marchers refused to leave. One of the first acts taken by Roosevelt to restore the nation's faith in the banking system. Banks could only reopen after the government inspected them and found them financially sound. This was called the Bank Holiday. Agriculture Adjustment Act was achieved. Higher crop prices by paying farmers to leave a certain amount of every acre unseeded. This put more money into farmers' hands. Tennessee Valley Authority program that helped provide jobs, provide hydroelectric power, and control floods in the impoverished